Greetings from the eerie coast. This is Mad Shad. Ha! Freya, Vigi me, Freya, bless on this wonderful Friday. 40 degrees and raining Friday. Cold as fuck Friday. Wet, cold and wet. It's a good day. It's a good day. We've already been out there and running around. We're soaking wet, me and Charity, and we're just hanging out in the heat, trying to thaw out. So it's a good day. We've already been out there and did some shit. So I'll tell you about those who did not have a good day.
Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan left there by Trader Joe's malicious/incompetent regime.
And at least we forget that 13 servicemen and women died at the gate, Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 of the poor souls, 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that don't grow back. A lot of them were service members as well.
Every day, never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands.
But there was hope. Folks getting him out. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Download Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. Meanwhile, there are 700, 800 plus people, 1,300 people charged, still incarcerated, where the J6 tobacco held those political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, and torture solitary confinement conditions. Someone lost an eye, and there have been suicides.
Every day, never forget whose fault this is. And yes, definitely deploy more knife hands. Ha ha!
Yes, one really big one from orbit. Yeah. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, even some senators, congressmen, representatives, judges, and former soon-to-be president in the fray. Yeah. You know, every morning they make a phone call to their loved ones, and they sing at the top of their lungs the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Sing along. You know that song? Yes. Wow, it's an amazing video. Please check it out. Yeah, and I heard that there's over 1,500 people that were just charged and they're awaiting trial. Like 1,500 of them. You know, they were the ones they found that were there, but they didn't go in, but they did go in, and whatever. There's a lot of that going on, and yes, it's in these states, in these, so it's all over the place. These people are getting arraigned and charged, awaiting trial, for something as simple as making a video about it, commenting on a video about it. These people or they were seen in the area at the Starbucks getting a freaking latte. I doubt that, but or hanging out at McDonald's because they were hungry and they left the rally and went to go get something to eat. Yeah, they're being tried. Like here's your charges. You're being charged. Here's your charges. You were in the area. I don't know what you were doing, fucking taking a dump or something. But yeah, we're gonna charge you. And a lot of harsh punishment for it. And they take they're free to go and come and go, but they have their lawyers, and so it's a long, lengthy, expensive process, right? And so there's this, not just the boom, the feds grabbed a whole bunch of people, threw them in prison right away. That's exactly what happened. Folks were arrested, no trials, no nothing, just boom, come here, you come here, bam, you go in, put the black bag over their head at 3:00 in the morning, and off they go. What the hell? Just boom, raid, here you go. And you're now in prison being charged, being told that you're an insurrectionist, or whatever. And they have all this evidence against you, and the crime that you committed was absolutely heinous, and you're a danger and threat to society, or to this democracy, whatever they say, right? And then off you go into a prison somewhere. At first, what they did is they threw everybody in this old jail in D.C. That's where the originals were. It was a terrible place. You might have remembered it. Marjorie Taylor Greene did a tour of the place with her and her entourage, and they found it was a old portion of the prison. There was a newer portion that they had already renovated and housing inmates in there. But this older portion was all run down, dilapidated, rats and bed bugs and roaches. And it was also a construction site. Water dripping everywhere. It's just deplorable conditions. And so they threw all these people into this facility, this portion of the dilapidated facility. And of course, the guards were handpicked to carry out their incarceration, and so the handpicked guards did a lot of things, nefarious. Someone lost an eye. They're beating people. They're throwing charges on while they're incarcerated, throwing charges on them. For whatever trumped up charge they can make up, right? I mean, it has a double entendre meaning now, doesn't it? Trumped up charges. Anyway, Charity's laying next to me here. But you see my point. These political prisoners, then they become, they're mistreated and demonized, and all these charges against them, and they're just like, what the fuck, man? I walked through, I went to the bathroom. That's what during the insurrection, this cop led me to the bathroom. He's like, hey, I'm DC police. Here you go. Use that bathroom. You'll be fine. I'll stand right here and wait. And that's what they did. A lot of them, And yeah, they walked through grandmas and their sons being arrested together because they took a guided tour of the facility, the Capitol building, shit like that. Never mind, the person that was shot while taking this guided tour. She was shot during it. A veteran as well. So, yeah. So, and of course, a lot of these judges, especially if they've been hand-appointed judges from a previous what would you call it? Previous presidential pick, right? I don't know the number. We all know him as Barry, but he picked a lot of judges. Like, you go over here, you go over there. Yeah. Just do what you got to do. Yeah. You and the attorney general that Sorry threw in there. Now I'm giving you a judge. So now you guys can really work some leftist magic. Yeah. Right. Really push this the stabilization portion of the subversion of this nation. So everything has a purpose and plan, right? And everything can be categorized. They don't. It's very simple. So all that's going on, and now they're just going after people that were on the outskirts of the insurrection. Like 1,500 have been charged and are awaiting court cases and awaiting punishment. They've already a lot of people have already been tried and sentenced, and a lot have already won because they get a lawyer and are like, oh hell no, fuck this shit, no, and they got the money, or some badass lawyer says, hey, I volunteer to take up this fight, right? So there is a lot of that going on too. But they still, it's what we call administrative violence. So a lot of administrative violence happens because of all this process, because they've weaponized the process, our judicial system in those areas that they could get away with. So, they're like, what the fuck? But the law can still be on their side, right? It can still be fought. And a lot of people take up the fight, but it is expensive. If you win or lose, doesn't matter. There's money that has to be paid, and it's usually to the court, right? Court costs and shit like that, whatever. Special attorneys' fees and investigators, and all these things that they bring to bear upon us. with the administrative violence. Oh, there's a processing fee, administrative processing fee to fight. And so yeah, they like to be the gatekeepers. And then that's what they're doing. They're setting up gatekeeping, so nobody dare oppose them. Right? They just make it so lengthy, so costly that all they want is your guilty plea. That's all they want. They just want you to say, "I submit." Okay, fine. Freely and willfully, right? Yeah. So it's that's part of the game. That's part of the demoralization, destabilization. Because the demoralization, that's what they want to do. They just really want to just demoralize, and they're well versed in it. They go to college for this shit. So anyway, before I ramble on here, go Team Linda, go Team Linda. Fuck cancer. She is kicking ass and taking names, getting stronger by the day. Team Linda is straight up sending knife hands to cancer. So badass. Go Team Linda. And go Team Joe's Mama. Go Team Joe and Joe's Mama. Straight up throwing knife hands in the air at this whole ordeal. And keep it stepping and keep moving forward. That's so go check out Joe Morgan's channel and give him some love and support. So, this has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.